Alrighty folks, this is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena draft video. Let's finally get another 7-win Kaldheim draft going. And we'll see what fun archetypes we end up in. The last couple of drafts I've been drafting mostly white, which is very interesting. I think white is underrated. I think it's a solid color in this set. It's definitely, of course, not the same power level as green or blue. I mean green or red, but I mean compared to blue, I think it can still run away with some games. But it's still considered a second worst color. But I'm not opposed to drafting white. White's a good color. Yeah, this is a nice rare to be opening. It does want me to be in the multicolor snow deck, but the potential is really powerful. You have to play this in snow deck. I mean, otherwise you won't be able to cast the cards that you kill. So this is an easy first pick. If this wasn't his pack, probably the Basalt Ravager, since it's also very flexible. It's best in blue-red Giants, though. But you can still play this in like a red Berserkers deck, red-white aggro naming warriors. You can usually like snipe something very well. So this is also an excellent uncommon. Vega, outside of blue-white, like you shouldn't be playing blue-white unless you pick up Vega, because everything else, this just provides so much card advantage, and this is really like the insane payoff for having a lot of foretell cards in blue-white. Outside of that, there's not really too much amazing payoffs for having a lot of foretell cards. Best common out of this pack, probably the Ravenous Lintworm. Huge overperformer. This card is insane. Honey Mammoth wasn't insane in Ikoria because there was a lot of removal. The cycling decks were really aggressive, and it was hard to get to turns in the late game to cast it. And even if you did, it just ended up getting tapped down by a cycler. But in this format, it's really nice for some reason because the creatures tend to be small. After first picking Draugr Necromancer, there is a snow-covered land, but it's not something I want to. It's not good snow-covered land. We have some interesting options. We could take Glimpse of the Cosmos if we think we can be in blue-black snow with a couple of... Although, it's not going to have too many changelings unless we pick up Mistwalk. There's also Elvish Warmaster. We could just be in green-black snow with some elf synergy, and this card can be pretty powerful. The commons, Feed the Serpents, but I don't know if I can take it over Elvish Warmaster. Feed would keep me in black, though. Pretty solid card. Yeah, the rest of the art commons are okay. If I want to go red, black, snow, this is fine. The green cards are okay. The blue cards. I really think it's between all these three. I think the power level of Elvish Warmaster can be pretty powerful if we just end up in green-black. Green-black, we can still go green-black snow with like a elf sub-theme, or we can go green-black elves with a snow sub-theme, and that kind of makes sense. So I'll take it here. The Glimpse is also a pretty excellent card too. But in case we still end up green, blue, snow, like I'd rather have the Elvish Warmaster maybe over the Glimpse, but it's close. There's another snow payoff card. Bergstrider and Boreal Elemental are both great. A Frostbite as well. No great snow lands. So given that I took Elvish Warmaster, I think I'm leaning towards green a little bit more slightly, so I feel like I'll take the Boreal Outrider. Like, usually green-blue is the snow archetype, and you end up splashing the Draugr Necromancer in the Sultai color base, because black is the third color that cares mostly about snow. But you can still go green-black and splash blue, if that's the option available. And Boreal Outrider is quite nice. It's also an elf to go along with the Elvish Warmaster. So had I taken Feed the Serpent, I'd be debating between Bergstrider and Boreal Outrider still. And if I have I taken a glimpse of the Cosmos, I'd be looking at Bergstrider, but yeah, Outrider's nice, following up the Elvish Warmaster, so glad that I took the green card here. Here, nothing amazing or exciting. Maybe I just take a snow-covered mountain in case I end up green-red, splashing black. There's a Tyrite Sanctum, which I don't particularly find amazing. Like, this is nice to load up counters with the Draugr Necromancer, but it still comes in as an off-color land. You don't want to play off-color lands in this set, especially if you're going to go 5 colors and fix. So I think I'm just going to take a snow-covered mountains here and speculate. I guess there's also Tuskeri Firewalker. Firewalker is pretty nice, but I think I still take the Snowland first over it, since we have a Draugr Necromancer, so I'll take it here. I guess we can end up splashing white, but there's also just a Priest that rewards us for being in the snow. Bound and Go is probably the best white common here. Yeah, the rest of these are just medium too. Like the Snowfield Sinkhole I could play as well as maybe a Swamp or a White Splash, but Priest is nice pretty late, so it seems like we're going to be black-green snow if we can make that happen. That can be pretty fun. And speaking of black-green snow, I think I take the Swamp over my second Priest, since I'd rather have a higher quantity of snow lands first before this gets better. So sometimes you kind of have to evaluate the snow cards. Would I rather have a higher quality swamps first over picking the playable, or would I rather have the playable over the land? And it varies. Usually I prefer taking Bergstrider over the land, but with Priest we have to take the land over Bergstrider. So I think this is the correct pick. Another Tuskegee Firewalker, so red does seem open. This is a better card in a red aggressive um, deck that doesn't focus too much on snow, but red-green can be kind of stompy sometimes, and there's Vela as an uncommon that can fix for your other 5 colors, but here is just a swamp, I say. And okay, a nice on-color land too. There's also Grim Draugr, which I wouldn't mind, but we're kind of geared to a nice red splash if we take this Sophia Smire. So we can be like black-green snow splashing red, and that can be kind of fun, like a Jund base snow deck. I wouldn't mind this, but these tend to wheel. Just take the Sophia Smire, much more important for our deck. And another Boreal Outrider looks excellent. Mistwalker is the best common out of this pack, but we're going to take another Elf for our Elvish War Master, another card that pays us off for being in snow. And seeing this slate does put a smile on my face. I'm going to take the Lentworm here, an overperformer in the set. Great curve topper. Great finisher. There's also Jaspera Sentinel, which is kind of underrated as well, but I don't want it. It's still not super impressive. But usually, if you need extra fixing, Jaspera Sentinel can be nice, since it does block off those Healer Hawks in the early game. Although Healer's Hawks with like a helm just kind of negates this equipment. I mean, so I'm gonna take the Lintworm here, and yeah, we'll take a Snow-Covered Mountain. There's also Notvolt Slumber Mound we could splash for. But I'd rather just have the mountain first, and therefore now splashing red is a lot easier, so if we pick up those demon bolts, that would be nice. Could take a Guardian Gladewalker, so if we pick up squashes, and we do end up in black-green, we can reduce the cost of the squash. I could consider the Snow-Covered Plains if I want to splash white, but I don't know if I want to go too deep, since we're already geared up for a red splash. If we do pick up Path to the World Tree, I might regret it a little bit, but I can always just throw in normal planes. But I do like the Guardian Gladewalker here. None of these matter. Take an Immersturm Raider. I could end up somehow splashing blue for Depart the Realm. Blue seemed fairly open, but wasn't too impressive compared to black and green. I mean, we can still be in blue-green splashing black, but then we would have to, like, abandon this red splash. But, I mean, I would have seen Bergstriders by now, so I feel like we're still okay. Yeah, we're sticking with black. This is an S-tier Broken Bomb. Although, again, black is the worst color. Like, in this set, there's a lot of fixing, so you can still be, like, in a green-blue deck, heavily splashing for the Burning Rune Demon. Black-red Berserkers is probably the best black archetype, so you can always lean towards the black-red Berserkers deck. Otherwise, Linkara Glade Warden is decent, but I've been kind of low on it. Carter's Vicious Return is decent. Yeah, if this wasn't in his pack, probably between the removal spells, probably leaning towards Feed over Struggle, since instant speed's better and you don't have to get the creature to fight, usually, but we're going to take the Burning Rune Demon, so we're definitely situated black-green here. I don't see any way out of this. Bergstrider is nice, but there's also an on-color Snowland. There's also Frostbite here. Like, we don't need to go 3 colors, although I guess we want to with the Frostbite. Squash, I guess, but we only have 1 Shapeshifter, so I'd rather prefer the Frostbite over it. Yeah, I guess we're geared up for a red splash. I think I take it here now over the Shimmerdrift Veil, since our red splash is pretty deep, and just having the removal spell that's on color is quite nice, especially with Grim Draugr Necromancer. We want some good kill effects to enable it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind splashing for Berkshire, but no blue mana fixing. We're mostly like Jund right now. We're definitely playing black and green, but nothing exciting in black and green here, whereas the red cards are more exciting, so I think I'll take the Frostbite over Squash. Ooh, Binding, perfect. Although there's Packmate, but we'd have to take Binding. Removal's more important and limited usually than the threats, because we do have some ways to close out the game already, so I don't need to prioritize the creature that much, although this is a very good one, and would probably be my pick if Binding isn't his pack, but we're black-green, so this is great. So if this wasn't his pack, easy Packmate, but we're not going to pass over a good removal spell like Binding. Now we're going to take a Packmate over the Priest of the Haunted Edge. Could also maybe splash white for Firja if it comes late, but Packmate it is. We're civilized people. We don't pass a pack mate here. Now I could just consider the Glittering Frost. I mean, because we don't have much on 3 other than, I guess, double Boreal Outrider. The Swamp would be nice as well. I mean, maybe I still take the Swamp here, because we do have 2 3-drops. I mean, we do have some big stuff we can ramp into, but we have Binding to help us ramp on turn 4. So sure, I think I'll take the Swamp here. It's probably better than Glittering Frost, I have to imagine. Although Glittering Frost can be nice if we pick up those Sculptors of Winters, but so do the lands. I think I'll take the Swamp here over the Glittering Frost then. And I do like Ice High Troll now that we have a heavy density of Snowlands, and I also do like Frostbite as well. Both are just kind of close in this type of deck. I think it beats a Horizon Seeker for sure. Yeah, I do like this, but I also do like my first copy of Ice High Troll, so it can help us close out the late game. And we're only splashing for red, so I don't want too many red spells, whereas green I'm totally fine with. There's also Cardor, but I don't have much sack fodder for it. It's also splashable too, but this time I'll take the Ice High Troll. Don't think I'm taking Replicating Ring. Sure, it can help me ramp, but I do like my copy of Snakeskin Veil. This card is also pretty nice. It can catch the opponent off guard, and 1 mana is usually very unassuming. The opponent usually doesn't expect it, and when it does lead to blowouts. And this is like a feat of resistance for 1 mana in this set. Could take Card or Vicious Return. What would I sack? Maybe a token. I mean, it's pretty nice, but maybe I just want another Guardian Gladewalker, just to make Splash Squash a lot easier in the late game and still in green. Yeah, I don't hate it. So now a Splash of Squash can be nice. And I guess I'll take the Vicious Return now. Now with double Guardian Gladewalker, we can always sack 1. We can put counter into another creature and then sack it. And I like the fact this is an Elf 2 for the Elvish War Master, so now the Cardor's Vicious Return looks like a pretty nice splash in this deck. I like Bergstrider, but can we really afford to splash blue now? Not really. I think I'll take a Notvolt Slumber Mound. Can still come in as a red mana. We can sacrifice in the late game to make a 4/4. Bergstrider is nice, but again, I don't have much fixing outside of the Snowlands, so I don't want to risk it. This land is pretty nice. Take another Guardian Gladewalker over Replicating Ring. Just like having a lot of these at 2. Now I really want to splash Squash. Squash is looking amazing in this deck. Same with Cardor Vicious Return. So this deck is looking quite nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. So we're currently at 1, 2, 16 cards. Ooh, another Priest. Seems even better with all these Snowlands that we picked up. So we have a lot of good removal, and we have a decent amount of threats, so we could just fill up the 4 to pick up enough decent 4-drops and 5-drops, and this deck should be nice. I think I'll take the Broken Wings here in case we need more evasion, but this deck looks fun. Blue does seem cut off, so I'm happy sticking with Black Green Snow, splashing red with some elf sub-theme. But we can also throw in some decent elf cards too. Grim Draugr I could actually see playing in this deck with all these snow mana. Could use some extra snow mana too in this deck, but Grim Draugr actually looks pretty fine in this type of deck as well. Grim Draugr. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 red sources, so this shouldn't be too difficult incorporating Cardor and the Frostbite. Avalanche Color would be amazing, but we could try Path. Path can be pretty insane, kind of like the mythic uncommon of the set, along with Avalanche Caller. Don't think I'm splashing for this, although I could. Yeah, I think if I'm going to take a reasonable card to splash for out of these uncommons, it would probably be the Path to the World Tree. We're definitely going to be maining green and black, so we just need to throw maybe like a swamp. Like an island in the plains in our deck would be pretty functional. I don't think we need to prioritize a 3rd Guardian Gladewalker. This is just so powerful I have to take it over the forest. The forest would be amazing, but yeah, this helps us splash, helps us fix for red better, and we can activate on turn 7 to gain card advantage and kill something small. So this is quite powerful. Don't sleep on Path. This is an insane uncommon to be first picking. Although I would still take the whatchamacallit, Avalanche Caller over it, pack 1, pick 1. Blizzard Brawl looks amazing, although I would love a swamp, but we do have double snow-covered swamps already. Yeah, I would love more snow mana, but just a removal spell is important, especially a card like Draugr, Necromancer, and in our deck it's not too difficult to get 3 snow permanents. This just being able to kill something right away to fuel Necromancer is pretty insane. Yeah, wouldn't mind a Swamp, wouldn't mind a second Ice Hide Troll. The Rune doesn't do much for me. I would probably still take the Swamp over Ice Hide, but I think we take Blizzard Brawl for sure here. Ooh, if I can imagine a deck that's good with Valkyrie, it could just be this one. We don't have too many Flyers and Evasion, although there's a nice snow-covered land in this pack. But Valkyrie seems pretty nice. I mean, just having that evasive Flyer. Yeah, Valkyrie seems pretty decent. Is it over the land, though? The land is just too good, right? The land is just too good. I think we have some ways to close out. We don't need this. Let's just take the land. It could even wheel. The land is mostly likely to wheel, but the chick is not. Okay, with all these 2-drops, I still think we take the forest here. I would love Sculptor. It's better with Glittering Frost. It can definitely help us ramp. But we do have Path already. I mean, it doesn't really help me ramp, but again, just having more Snowlands is nice. Especially a green one for the Boreal Outrider. So sure, I think we have enough 2s to play defense in the early game. Like, triple Glade Walker with the War Master is enough. Like, this is a nice elf. I would love this, but we're taking the forest here for sure. Another Swamp. There's also Elderleaf Mentor, which has synergy, but we'll just take another Swamp. Yeah, I'll take the Snowlands. Keep taking them, so this deck is pretty nice. Now I'll take the Sculptor here over the Guardian Glade Walker, the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We should have enough Snowlands, so we're at 21 playables. Just need 2 more playables, so we can always toss in Raven Wings if we want. So just 2 more playables in this deck is set. Definitely seems to be 17 lands with these 2 6-drops. Could use a nice 5-drop here, maybe like the Elf. The 5-drop, like the Boreal Outrider, would be great. A Frostbite looks great too. With all this red mana, I think we're splashing for this. We're taking over the Sculptor. It has to be it. Removal is again very important and limited, and just with the Necromancer is even better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a lot of removal. 6, 7. Yeah, we have a lot of removal. Maybe potentially 8 with Path. Wow. I can't pass this up. Come on. And it makes the Boreal Outrider even better now with the double Snow Forest. I don't think we'll activate Path though, but we'll see. Path does look kind of weird, but it's a pretty good card. I don't hate the Disciple too. We can sack it to the Cardor's Vicious Return. And it's just an annoying 1-drop. I mean, although it's probably the worst of the cards currently we have. It's probably the worst of them, but it's still like an elf. I would still play Snakeskin Veil over it though. Is this a deck for Carve? Not really. It's better than a much more aggressive deck with lots of 3 power on turn 3. I would love another Fixer. Maybe like a Glittering Frost would be nice here. Because I do want to get this Path going. But all I need to do is really just throw in like a Plains, right? A Plains and maybe I just play this on 5. Maybe we don't even play Path in this deck. Like, do we really need Path? We have a lot of power at the top end already. Like, I don't really want to convolute my mana base. Like, this is a great card, but maybe we can just not even play it. Because we don't even have like blue and white Snowlands. And again, I don't want to convolute the mana base, especially if we just want to cast our stuff consistently. And we have enough playables in this deck, so I think we can just run away with something like this. Yeah, this is 40 cards exactly. Like, the Path would be nice, but again, it just convolutes the deck. And we have some Curve Toppers to help us close out. A good amount of removal. Ice High Troll. So win cons, these are kind of like the big creatures here. Help us close out. Ice High Troll, the Menace from the Grim Draugr. Maybe even the activation from Elvish War Master can help us win the game. So this deck looks pretty solid. Let's look at a green base though. How much green mana do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7. How much do we need? We definitely need like 8. How many swamps do we need? We don't have much fixing in the main deck, so we have to maybe get away with a swamp. How much fixing do we have? This can search a plains, so I don't have to go 9 forests, I guess. We just don't have fixing at common, so I guess we do need to keep a lot of sources here. So let's count. How many black sources? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it seems fine. Since again, we don't have much fixing. I can fall to 7 though if I want to. I think we need a good amount of green. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess this is 8, but I think we want 9. So I think I'm going to ditch a swamp here. Just throwing another forest seems fine. How many red spells? 1, 2, 3, and maybe potentially a 4. So 5 red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I guess this counts itself. 5. I think we should be fine on red. I would love the path to search it up though. But like I do want to also activate path, but I would need to throw in blue and white mana, which again could convolute my mana base, which I don't want. And we don't have much fixing. Like in the main board, we don't have like Glittering Frost or anything. So this is like the only way to really fix. I don't think, and like if, sure, this can find me a land, but if you can't activate it, it's just not great. And I feel like it needs to be activated to be great. So like 3 red plus maybe the Novel Slumber Mount. But I'm probably going, like the moment I play this tap, like I'm probably going to cast all my red spells before I even activate this, to be honest. So I don't have to worry that much about this splashing for this. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we should have enough with the Slumber Mound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we need at least 7 black sources. 9 green, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess that's 8 green sources. 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus the binding, that's 9. Because it fetches a forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black sources. 1, 2. Yeah, this seems decent. And then, yeah, this seems good. 17 creatures, so we can definitely close out with this deck. Yeah, this seems fine. Seems pretty fun. Jund Snow stuff. And so if we, yeah, I guess we don't have any ways to search for lands other than binding. What would I find with binding though? Do I want to find Woodland Chasm? It really depends, right? This should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Snowlands is good. So yeah, this deck looks really good. Let's what's our mascot? I guess the Draugr Necromancer gets the nod here because he was our first pick. So let's try this out. Seems like a good fun deck. Blue seems cut off this draft, so I was happy that I didn't try this hard splash for blue or white. I think these were the exact colors we are supposed to be in. And we should be able to cast Frostbite for 3 consistently, so this is great. So all of our colors, Binding, Necromancer, this is insane. We can drop Necromancer and cast Binding and steal something, that's absolutely incredible. We're on a draw though, but ooh, Priest is nice, so we can kill something ASAP. Always want to play the Snow first, because we could always top deck another Snowland to kill 3 toughness creature. That's a creature I don't mind killing. I'm probably not going to block that though. Yeah, I'm not going to block it. Because I do want to just kill, because he could have like a trick, and I definitely want to kill this card, so we're gonna sack this to kill this next turn because he could just go off. If he main phases an elf though, yeah, if he main phases this, I'm probably blocking, but this has to die. It cannot stick on the battlefield. Yeah, make sure we play our Snowlands first, obviously. He could give us hexproof, but he doesn't have it. Okay, Necromancer, this is great. We can get this Menace eventually. I think I need to drop the Necromancer first instead of Binding maybe, or Packmate first. Probably the Necromancer first, because, ooh, I can kill this. Would I rather just, do I rather just kill this? Huh. I definitely think I'm playing green. I can move the combat. I don't think he's going to tap my guy down, because this still double blocks and trades for it, right? I can Binding on this thing. But maybe let's move the combat. Yeah, so we're not attacking. So what do I do here? I mean, I could Binding this right now. Makes my life more easier, but he could also have a large creature I want to kill and bring back, so I'll play the Necromancer instead. This is more fun. This is more fun. I'm hoping I can top deck some removal to maybe kill the creature and then binding on this thing. But if he plays something large, I feel like I should just binding it. I don't have many flyers, so I don't really care about the bow. Is this guy like mono Jaspera Sentinel? So if I play this guy, what happens? He's just going to tap my 5-powered creature, which I don't care about. I can also just play this and just play Packmate. Set up something next turn. I think I just get this guy out, right? He's gonna tap my Necromancer, but he's gonna be taking 4. I don't know why you would play double of these. It's really excessive. It's not even that good of a card. Yeah, we'll get him for 4 here. That's pretty nice. And next turn he might have to start activating and chump blocking and whatnot. Yeah, I could just attack with both of these next turn too. I don't really want to cast Jaspera Sentinels. I don't mind casting this guy though and stealing it from him. Carter's Vicious Return is nice. Although I don't really want to sack any of these. I could just Binding here and attack with both. Or I can just Packmate. Play it slow. Maybe Packmate can find me a better removal spell. I don't know if I should have even main phase that, to be honest. Let's move to combat. He's probably going to tap down the Carful Kennelmaster here, because he'd rather trade here. If I attack here, what happens? He just put 2 tokens in front of it. Doesn't seem like a good exchange. Just say go. Now that we have Cardor's Vicious Return, I guess I can Binding this now. I can also just screw up his land with this Goldvein pick. He has a lot of permanents, but I think this is probably the enemy number 1, right? Ooh, this is nice. I think we answer the Binding now. He could have a counter spell, but this is going away, right? This is just so annoying. Sure. I think I just send in the Packmate, right? He can just trade out the tokens, but do I really care? I could just attack with both. He trades off a token. Nah, let's just attack with the Packmate. I want to give this Menace to force a double block. And I want to cast the Elvish Warmaster here. Which one do I kill? Does it matter? Does it even matter here? Probably shouldn't even attack with Packmate, but it does clear a path. So I trade a token for Packmate. Doesn't feel good, but whatever. One moment. Okay, so I can make a 1-1. It comes in tapped anyway, so might as well get the black mana. So I can make a 1-1 and sack it to the Cardor's Vicious Return. Let's just do that, right? Steal this guy. Yeah, he's just completely screwed here. Like, you don't play triple Jaspera Sentinel. It's not a good card. I mean, he would have stalled it out, actually. So he could have just stalled the game. And then if he dropped, like, a Burning Rune Demon, then maybe I'm in trouble. So he could have had a chance. Like, maybe he just plays a Lintworm to stall me out, but then maybe I eventually kill it and I just bring it back. I mean, I guess I can eventually just cast the Elvish Warmaster and activate... activate the Elvish War Leader. But let's just keep playing. But the Priest was very nice early on. This deck can easily get to 7. Unless I face against a bomb that I can't answer ASAP. I think it's well situated against aggro with the early game defense that we have. We have good late game finishers, and also, yeah, just good removal in general. It's just maybe like an unbeatable bomb that they drop. Like maybe Coma is like the only way we die. Or like Outrun, just giving so much card advantage, and Cinderheart Giants, if they end up just casting multiple copies of that, that can be a problem. Because our removal can't really answer anything too large, but can answer like medium size and small creatures, so that's pretty much maybe our biggest weaknesses. Lots of expensive, like, big creatures we can't answer. Elderfang on 2. This is pretty sweet. I don't hate this. We can drop the Boreal Outrider, make like a 4/3. I like this. I can also just play the Guardian Gladewalker, so I can put a counter onto the Elderfang Disciple. I don't know if... Yeah, I should try that, because the thing is, we want to make him discard earlier, and we don't have any Snow Forest right now, so we'll just get this guy out, and then we'll play our Boreal Outriders and start enhancing our black creatures, because we don't have any Snow Forest currently. And that's nice getting a counter on this guy, but we'll play out the Outrider first. You see a Frostbite on the Outrider end of turn. No Frostbite, so always keep in mind if they don't have a Frostbite end of turn, which they could have used it on, we want to keep in mind they don't have Frostbite, so we don't have to play around it. I guess I can just double Boreal, right? Or just play the Necromancer this turn. Double Boreal is pretty sick, though. I think I just want to get into double Boreal Outrider. Yeah, this is pretty sick. Let's do this instead. So we can have like a big, beefy, like Draugr Necromancer or Grim Draugr. If we get land, it'll be sick too, since we can like Draugr and Elderfang Disciple and make this into like a 5/4 and this into like a 3/3, which is pretty sick. So I'm going to take the more greedier approach. The other approach was to just play out like a 5/5 Necromancer, but that's not as exciting. So let's see what he tries this turn. Land. I guess I can keep up the Frostbite. So I think I want to play this first and see what he has. Yeah, this is insane. Like, it's just going to be a 5/4 that can attack past a 1/4. And then I can also attack if he activates. Yeah. We have 3 snow permanents, so we can just Frostbite this for 1. That's pretty sick. Let's get in there. So he blocks, activates. I can still punish him. Unless he has a Snakeskin Veil. But I think I just do it now, right? Snakeskin Veil would suck, but... I think we just go for it here. Yeah, this is sweet. Like, holy shit. He's totally dead here. Unless he can clear the board. Wow. Oh my god. I guess this survives, but oh my god. That was so disgusting. Huh, that was very disgusting. I don't have any removal for this, but it still hits pretty hard. Damn, I think I just play this guy out. Holy fuck. Holy shit. This card can eat. This card probably just won in the game. Holy fuck. At least the Shapeshifter survives, but oh my god. I mean, I'm not gonna play around that, right? Like, imagine if he didn't cast this. This would be a 6/6. So this card might have saved his ass. So we'll see. Hopefully he can't. I don't think he can loop this back unless he's splashing white for the Master Scald. He could have a Crush here too. So now it makes it harder for him to trade because I can just like get a creature out. But damn, this card is insane. This is a nice pack one pick one rare. He probably pack one pick one it, or maybe he's splashing for it because he's a green. Lidworm, holy fuck. Yeah, it's gonna be hard here. He probably has multiple removal spells. But yeah, we could have easily just completely outgrind him here. At least this can gain Death Touch on turn 7, so it's not that bad. So I'm hoping I can pick up more elves, more lands to like activate this eventually. Yeah, but this saved him. This saved his ass. If he didn't have that, oh my god, holy crap. Imagine how much like damage he would be taking. There's no way he can climb back, so got really lucky there. Nice nice enchantment to have in your opening hand or top decking. I don't know, but yeah, we totally just wrecked him with the frostbite. So this is the type of creature we don't want to see, something that just blocks us very well. But hopefully I can get 7 lands to activate this. But he might kill this instead. Because I just want a bunch of Death Touch, right? So I can attack past this, force him to block, use a Necromancer, cast his creatures. Yeah, another large creature. Yeah, that's really good card advantage. If I can get 7 lands, I can just attack with these 2 and pump. And the Glade Walker, and that can be quite nice. Unless he answers this Elvish War Master, which can be a problem. We just need 1 more land for Lindworm. I think we stay back, of course. He just ran away with it. This card is so stupid. Like, can you play around this card in an aggro deck? I don't think you can. I think you have to go all in to just hopefully make sure he doesn't have it and kill him. Like, you don't, like, in an aggro deck, you don't want to fall behind on tempo and hold on to creatures just to play around this. In our deck, I think it was better, but, like, it's not, if I played the Necromancer on 4, like, this would have been worse. So I guess getting the Boreal Outriders were way better. I don't think I could have played around it either way. He could just have a fight spell here just to kill my Elvish Swarmmaster. Yeah, this could just be a game over. I mean, it's not the worst. Yeah, we put it on top. Do I put this on top? Yeah, I think I do. Although, I don't really want to miss my land drop. Yeah, I think I have to decline here, because I'm not going to curve out very well. I want to drop my Lindworm at least. I can always chump this and then swing back with the rest. I mean, I can swing back for 2 and have the chump blocker out there. But yeah, I need to hit my land drop here. Priest? Priest doesn't do much. We have to play this guy. He doesn't have a counter spell. Okay, this attack for 2. This is fine. I can still chump. A land would be nice to play Lindworm to maybe offer a trade. Yeah, I had to bomb the dude. As much as I like to have him on turn 6 to give my Elves Death Touch, I can't afford to do that. Not in this matchup. Now he has a 2/2s, 2/1s to block, so I might have to try something different here. Do I just take 11? I can't really take 11. I think I'm chumping here. I can also just take 6. No, I have to chump. Now he's attacking the 5/5. I have to chump here. Yeah. Land would be nice, so I can trade for the Lintworm. Cardor's Vicious Return. That's also not bad. Although I can't kill anything. I can reanimate something. This sucks. I can't kill anything. If I attack with a 2/2, he's just gonna trade, right? Yeah, this sucks ass. What am I supposed to do here? I think I need to just hopefully top deck a land. This feels bad. Especially, yeah, this guy's deck, like, he got really lucky. Fuck, if he didn't have this, he would have been dead, like, already. God. Games of Magic can be crazy sometimes, and now he fucks up my land. Perfect. Just what I need, Awaking. So this, good job. This guy did a really good job killing me here. Do I actually chump with the Glade Walker? No, I had to chump with the Priest, right? I can also just double block this. But I won't be able to cast it, so it seems bad. Yeah, the Snowman is not going to do anything here. I have to 5. Yeah, Waking's going to fuck me up here. Blizzard Brawl? Fight? No, I need another Snow Permanent, right? To give the +1, so it's pretty bad here. Yeah, GG's. This guy was very lucky. Yeah. Stupid Waking. If I had a land, maybe I would stabilize trade. Get another Lindworm to cast again, or keep it back. But that battle saved his ass. Oh my god. Imagine if he didn't have that. Holy shit. We would have just completely stomped him. Oh, that was a nice saga for him. If we had a 6 land too, maybe we would have, like, gotten in the longer board stall and maybe win the late game, but that was really hard. That was really harsh. But that was a fun game, I have to admit. That was a fun game. Alright, currently 1-1. Our deck is still strong. Okay, no snow mana. I mean, we're gonna take a long time to get there. Is this still keep? Like, we can make a 3/3. I don't like this hand, but I'll try it. Like, it's kind of iffy. But I'm on the play, so I don't really want to go down a card. It can be really bad, and these can play defense quite nicely if the opponent is playing a really aggressive game. Now I do like this snow-covered swamp though. Okay, just need to draw lands, right? Get the Burning Rune Demon out. Find the Necromancer, find a removal spell. Actually, he can put one of them in the graveyard, right? Which we don't have reanimation, but this is still pretty insane S-tier bomb that you can't really pass up pack one, pick one, even in the worst color. So maybe we can pressure him this game. I would love this though, but we already have black mana, so I think we need to just play the 3-drop. And maybe, hopefully, we don't run into another Battle of Frost and Fire on turn 4. That would be insane, though. Like, imagine another player with Battle of Frost and Fire. Ah, he could have Doomscar. I could also just trade for this. But I can also just kill it with Frostbite next turn, right? I don't think I do anything here. I don't want to attack, because there's a high chance I can just, like, go off of these two, and it's pretty insane. Only one Snowland, so I might just kill it. There's also this guy, which is annoying. This is nice too. This is pretty sweet too. Although, I'd rather just have a cheap Guardian Gladewalker. So maybe I just Frostbite this now. Make another 3-powered creature and then sack it to the Cardors next turn. I guess I want to kill the Horizon Seeker instead, so then I can enable an attack for 4 this turn. So this makes more sense, right? Although I can kill this for 3, I just want to get him for damage this turn. Maybe just put on a Gladewalker over to Outrider to diversify, attack for 3. Then Vicious Return kill this next turn, unless he had double snow mana. If he has snow mana, it's going to be annoying, though. He probably might. Yeah, but it's untapped, so... Icebind Pillar, that's not too bad. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's do it now. We can get him for 6. That's really nice. This deck can curve out like a beast. Yeah, we set this up pretty nicely. Snakeskin Veil would have sucked, but I think he was planning to tap something down. Yeah, this is good. Hopefully no Doomscar, like Battle of Frost and Fire out of nowhere, but we can't play around that. So we're both gonna discard. Sure, he loses 3 life. That's I don't want to discard the mountain. What's this gonna do? Nothing? No, I just want to discard this, right? And we can reanimate next turn. I could discard the Burning Rune Demon actually and reanimate that. Why am I so stupid? I guess I don't mind just trading here. Because like he's down to 6. Next turn, what's coming? Next turn, I just bring it back, right? Yeah, I just bring it back next turn. So what's the point? So I don't even care about trading. Sure, it comes in with haste too. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, we just bring this guy. He's just gonna tap it down though. But we'll just play Burning Rune the following turn afterwards. Find Binding of the Old Gods or something, and another removal spell. We'll give him Binding and a Necromancer maybe. No idea. We can also activate this eventually. He could also just win out of nowhere if I'm not smart. But we definitely want to play our lands here. Hopefully no counterspell. It's probably going to resolve. Yeah. So what do we want? Binding? Blizzard Brawl? I think I just want Binding, right? And maybe like a fucking Lintworm. Um, Elvish War Master, Ice High Troll. I don't know here. Very interesting decisions. Maybe just bring out a Lintworm. He's probably gonna give me the Lintworm here. Yeah. Foretell, can he kill this? He can bounce it back, right? If he taps this down down, yeah, he's forced to tap this down. We're attacking here, right? Like, seriously not attacking? Just cast this guy, right? Yeah, he's just dead here. I can't imagine anything else. I can still activate the land to shoot down this Port of Karfeld, which you can activate maybe at instant speed. But it is double black, so... I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like sometimes you gotta be careful of going into all these 5 colors, because like he didn't really have any amazing payoffs. And the port was double black too. So you have to be careful going like complete 5 colors, and you're not splashing anything either. You want to get full values out of your land. So taking off-color snow lands aren't necessarily amazing in the late game. I mean, the late draft, unless you open up Path to the World Tree, but picking them up early can be fine, because again, you could head towards like a splash direction in these snow decks. But anyways, 2 and 1, our deck is pretty solid. I could have maybe just taken the Ice High Troll, because if he had Doomscar, it would have at least gotten indestructible. So maybe Ice High Troll was a better option. Okay, 2-drop, no green mana. We're on the play though. It's okay. I think I'll eventually get green mana for this. So we just need green, right? And then just 2 lands. So I think we'll just try this approach. Don't need to play the Elderfang Disciple just yet. Better again if they're sandbagging. It's better again if they're sandbagging. Whatchamacallit? Late game cards, so you can snipe something better. But in the early game, they can just discard the worst card, and it's usually just a land. Getting this guy out is nice though. 2 of these guys actually. So we can just answer any early threats. We'll have triple snow mana for Frostbite. I don't think attacking for 1 matters. I can surprise him next turn too with like binding. So we'll just say go. So just a very defensive early game. Although not a lot of pressure. So like a creature that can start attacking. That's a creature I don't mind just killing with a priest. Although he could reanimate it. I don't really want to frostbite it for 3. Because just killing this is better, right? Because instant speed is usually just better. Karfo Kelmaster, though. We can ramp that out next turn, but we don't have any creatures to pump. So I feel like we're just fine just using this, killing the Herald. You can reanimate it, I know, but... This is better. And I might as well just cast a Disciple now. Just get out there. Because I have nothing else to do with my mana. He could have his own Elder Fang Disciple, so maybe I should have held on to it. Maybe I should have held on to it. I do get to make him discard something relevant. Because he is taking... Oh, Binding Gold, so he's splashing for white. Okay, that's a nice snipe. If he does play his own, I do lose my Frostbite, maybe. Land would be nice so I can Kennel Master. I'm hoping I'm binding something better, though. This is just an annoying blocker for the time being. Horizon Seeker. I don't even mind sacking this to Horizon Seeker. Like, I might as well, right? Like, these aren't doing much anyways. I'd rather just have Frostbite at this point. And we already have 3 snow permanents, so this is fine. He's just baiting out my priest here. He's gonna play his Shadow Sage. I can Binding it. Cosmos Charger, that's a good one. But I think we just kill it, right? This is a good target for Frostbite. It's a pretty good target. Yeah, now we can just Kennel Master. Keep land in hand in case he has a stupid discard effect. We'll attack for 2. He's in black-green, that's usually where the discard effects are. This is annoying, though. Like, I fucking hate this card so much. Ice-Bind Pillar. I think that's a better target now. Yeah, I think that's a way better target now. But this is annoying too, just blocking me off. But maybe I can find like a fight spell to get rid of it. Yeah, the Ice-Bind Pillar has to go. Packmate though. Packmate is sweet too. But he's probably going to play the blocker. I think I just want to get rid of this before he has like a counter spell. I guess I can just play land and Foretell now. So then it plays around discard. Yeah, this can go. I guess I'll have Death Touch the following turns with the Saga, so then I can just start attacking. That's pretty cool too. So now he can't make me discard. I can shoot down his land, make a 4/4. Do I want to though? Probably just like Disdainful Stroke or something. This is pretty sweet. Can I activate this? Activating this to screw up his mana is pretty nice. And I still make a 4/4 anyways. So I guess I do. This plays around Disdainful Stroke a lot better. You could have a 1-mana bounce spell, of course. But this does play around Disdainful Stroke because I don't want to get this countered. I need the card draw. We'll see go. Could have a Run Ashore, but then these are cards he doesn't necessarily want to bounce. So we can get him for like 10 next turn, put him to 6. What the fuck? What's this guy doing? Like, this is not a good card, okay? At least he doesn't have double blue for Disdainful Stroke. He could have a bounce trick here. I just need to get rid of this and I should be fine. Okay, he's still losing 4 life. This is good for me. He's gonna take 5 as well. This is a nice card. Hopefully he doesn't have blood in the snow. Do I play around blood? I don't think so. I should have also just played a Packmate first. Yeah, I'll play the Elvish War Master. And I can still activate next turn, so I can hide info. Hopefully no blood in the snow. The only thing that gets me here is the blood in the stupid snow. I can always activate this at instant speed. Let's just attack. Just dead, yeah. Opponent has some weird cards, weird splash. Dogged Pursuit I don't necessarily find a good card as a great card. like you can like if you can really stall the opponent, and like if you're really ahead on board, Dogged can be a really good card in a control deck. But if you're behind and you need to play it on defense, it's pretty bad. The difference between like Dogger Pursuit and Ilgan Inheritance in this set is Ilgan, not only do you have the 6-mana activation to drain for in game 4, but Spectacle is a powerful mechanic in Ravnica Allegiance, and then just being able to cast those expensive cards for cheap with Spectacle provides a lot of value. And Black is also trying to be very aggressive in that set, usually Orzhov and Rakdos, whereas in this set Black is more controlling. So